left and right, the x's, and north south would be your y. And didn't I do that wrong? Did I? Up and down? Think about it. Did I? Let's see. Okay? No, it's like when you think of west and east, you go into your boundaries. Although when we do our lines, you'll see what I mean about that. You will see. Okay? So let's go here. Okay? We'll see. We'll see. So you can see and you'll understand what I'm referring to. Okay, so here, this right here, we got a point here. It stops there. So my green, here's the green, it stops. Okay, this is where my y stop. Okay, so this is how low my y here equals 0. Okay, that's my y. Then what happened? It's going up. Okay, so from y is going to go up because it's going up to positive infinity. Then here, my it stops for the x here. So here I have x equals 0. Okay. So my domain here, and it's going to go on forever and ever in this direction. So I'm going to say that x, I put my 0 there, and then I put y, and I put 0. So it's increasing because it's going up. It's going up from the y. When you go up on the y, it's getting greater. So I'm going to say y is greater than or equals to. The x here, the x is going to the left. It's going to the, not left, to the right, to the east. So it's going to be positive, greater than or equals to. Because of the x value is going to be greater than or equals to 0. You can go anywhere that's greater than or equals to 0, and you can go up to get to this graph. Okay? And you can go anywhere on the y. Anywhere on the y? No, you can't go anywhere. You have to go up to the 0 and go left or right to get to the y. Okay? So you figure out which one is north, south, and west, and east, first in the x and the y. Okay? Was I correct? I want to know, is this correct or should it be switched? But if you look at boundary, guys, don't get nervous about that because these, I'm talking about, let me put boundaries. So then you can understand the north boundary, and I put boundaries, the west boundaries. Okay. Okay. So here, so I did number 1 for you. So let's go ahead and do the next one. I help you to set it up. Okay. And then when it's have an array, guys, it's going to be just one part. It's going to be not going to be like when you have endpoints. Okay, on both, when you have 2 endpoints, it's 1 endpoint. So it's just going to be your normal inequality that you're used to seeing. Okay, so let me put my boundary here. So how far does this graph go to the left? It's right here. So that's right there, my left boundary, or you could say the west boundary is x equals 0. I don't have an east boundary, arrow. So I have no east boundary. Okay, but I do know this is northeast, just like it was here. Then, how low does it go? How low does this graph go? What is the south bound? It's right here. And that number is 212, so I have y equals 212. Okay, so my south bound is 212. Here, therefore, my domain is going to be x is greater than equals to 0. My range is going to be y is greater than equals to 212 because they're both approaching positive infinity. Okay? That's it. Hopefully this is helping you. Now, go ahead and label this. So how high? What is my north bound? This here is my north. So that's going to be y equals, and you put whatever that number is. If you look here, I have arrows on this end and that end. It's like here, Do I have anywhere where my west, do I have a westbound? I don't have a westbound. Because of this here, it's going southwest. This arrow is going southeast. Okay? So we have here negative infinity, and we have negative infinity for the west. Here for south, again, negative infinity. The east is positive infinity. Okay? So when you have both of these going to infinity, guess what? Guess what this tells me about, because of my west and my eastbound is going to infinity, talking about my x value. So here I know x is the element of all real numbers. X is the element of all real numbers because both west and east is approaching negative infinity and positive infinity. Okay? Whereas the range is northbound. It's northbound is negative something. I'm not gonna tell you that, but I know here it's gonna be y. Is it increasing? No, it's decreasing. Okay? It's because of the fact that my both south is approaching negative infinity, so I know I'm gonna have less than equals to there because of south is negative infinity. Okay? So whatever value, whatever my northbound is, it belongs here. So you do this. You, whatever the number is, write it here, and you write that maximum here as well. Going to the next. You be like, are you really going to do all this for us? No, I'm not. Okay, guys, what I want you to do, you go, you rewind the video, you stop it, you pause it, and make sure you understand it, listen to what I'm saying and what I'm writing, and talk to your partner, because remember, this is the collaborative learning station. And you should be working with your partner to make sure that both of you understand how to determine the domain of range when there's one boundary. Love you guys. I'm here because of you. You're the reason I am who I am. The only one. Lady Emmanuel. Love you. Peace out. Be blessed.